Welcome back to the garden. Today is August 16th, and let's take a look at the garden to see what's growing and what's going on, and just a quick update on what's thriving and what's not. My name is Diane, and thank you for stopping by. Starting over here in this little tower that I planted out for the month of July. I did do some bush beans and some mini cucumbers. The beans are starting to flower, so we should be getting beans pretty soon. The color is getting better in terms of not looking all yellowy on the beans, most of the beans, but the cucumbers are still looking yellow in the leaves. This is the Fresno chili peppers plants that are in this pot. We harvested a number of the peppers on a couple of days ago. Maybe it was yesterday. We have been harvesting quite frequently, and I will certainly show what I've harvested so far this week. Just a clip of that. And this is a pot that I planted out some spinach and daikon radish on the 9th, and they have not yet germinated. So I am going to wait a couple more days and see. Here is the overwintered pepper plant. We have been harvesting regularly from this. As you can see, there are peppers to be harvested. Here are the bags with my sweet potatoes, 4 bags, and I can see that a sweet potato is popping up. These sweet potatoes were put in very late, so I'm very pleased to see that we are getting some production. This is the bed with the jalapenos, all jalapenos. And we need to harvest. Let's pull back a little bit so we can see. Plenty of jalapeno to be harvested. The fruits are ready. And the bees are buzzing around. Plenty of mature fruits. Down here in this bed, I did sow some beets, and they have germinated. This is the volunteer ring of fire cayenne pepper plant, and it's loaded down with fruits. Loaded down. Look at this jalapeno. You know it's ready to be harvested. And there are even more fruits that's ready over here as well to be harvested. But the thing is, once you harvest these peppers, you have to do something with them. and I'm not sure that I'm ready to do anything with them yet. This is the red Sorvino pepper in this pot, along with an early jalapeno plant and the serrano chili here in the back. That's a serrano chili, and I see that we have some that needs to be harvested. This is a sweet pepper. Nothing has ripened as yet, but again, it is loaded down with fruits. This one looked like it's about to turn. More fruits. And these, more fruits. So yeah, everything looks, the peppers are really producing very well. Over here is the pumpkin spice jalapeno. It's doing well. Pumpkin spice jalapeno as well. Also in this grow bag is the Sugar Rush peach. Lots and lots of fruits. Lots and lots of pods. Sugar Rush peach. Look at that. All those fruits. As well as the ahi mango. The black beans that I planted out in July, early July, are producing. Look how lush they are. And the buttercup squash. A couple of the ones I thought were pollinated were not, but there's still a few that's there that have definitely pollinated and are doing well. Sunflower, let me see if we can see it. It's opening up. That's not a good angle, but here's the sunflower. It's opening up. I think it's about 9 feet tall. Now this is the bed with my sweet peppers and my eggplants and some tomato. I had a terrible dream last night. I came out. I dreamt that I came out and all of my sweet pepper plants were ripped out, were all gone. Can you imagine? Terrible dream. Terrible. So in this bed we have Ajberski peppers. They're finally starting to put on some blossoms. We also have the Escamilla pepper in there, as well as the giant Marconi in the back. And I can see that we are looking at some fruiting on the giant Marconi back there. Nothing yet on the Lisa pepper. I don't know if I'm going to get anything from this Lisa pepper this year. I might have to overwinter it and bring it out for next year. The Carmen pepper back there. Oopsie. This is the Carmen. I see that we're getting some fruit. And that's, let me see. Oh, big red bell. This is the big red bell. Putting on some. There it is. big red belted and on some. So hopefully we'll get some fruit before the so hopefully we'll get some fruits before the frost from these peppers. By the way, I know the eggplants, these plants look really beat up, but we have harvested a number of fruits from these 3 plants. They were super productive. I am going to prune up and fertilize and see if we can get some more fruits out of them. I know they look tired. So here are the 2 pots I planted out on August 5th. In this one we have the Georgia collard, and in this one we have the Vetus collards and some beet seeds that fell in accidentally. And I'm not sure what the squirrels planted here, but I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. I don't know if it's the squirrels or the chipmunk that planted it, but they planted something. They have been planting this stuff in quite a few places all over the garden. The tomatoes are starting to ripen, but I still not have gotten anything from the killer breakfast back there. Everything is still green. But I did watch a video last week that gives tips on how to hasten the ripening of the tomatoes. So I think I'm going to employ some of those tricks to see if we can get these things going. One of my spaghetti squash plants on this side it's produced a couple of spaghetti squashes, and there's one right there, and another right there, and the beat up cucumber plant. Here's the other spaghetti squash plant. I see I have one on the ground down there, one over there, and a couple more in there. So the volunteer tomato is still there. Nothing has ripened as yet, but it is what it is. And here's my very beat up, diseased cucumber plant that's in this bed, still producing. I am going to harvest these cucumbers and do some trim back and see if I can treat whatever is going on with this, probably downy mildew. See what's going on with this and see if we can limp this along for a few more weeks, because the cucumbers that I started on the 5th of August, they did not survive. They toppled over. I guess it's called damping off or what, I don't know, but they are no longer among the land of the living. Okay, all right, let's take a look at this area. This is the Escamillo pepper that I transplanted from that pot over there. Wasn't doing well in the pot, so I transplanted out. And look how it's thriving over here in this spot. I also planted out some beets over here as well. I was going nuts with beets all over the place, and look, some of them have germinated. I think I see some more germination on this side as well. Let me see. There it is. More germination of the beets. All right. My butternut squash. Only 2 butternuts from this plant and 1 from the other one on the other side. This is the Scotch bonnet peppers, 2 plants. They are fruiting. Scotch bonnets. doing well. I'm grateful. This is the zucchini that I planted out as well. When did I plant this? Beginning of August? I forgot when I planted this, but it's doing well in this spot. This is the zucchini. I had no intention of planting a zucchini this year, but I broke down and I planted out this zucchini, and it's doing well. So this area I planted out, I sowed some, I think on August 6th, I sowed some more beets. They have germinated and are doing well. And while we're here, let's talk about the red ember peppers. They're starting to produce a lot more now. So that is a positive thing. 3 plants in here. They did suffer a bit from a bit of a disease that looked like if it has subsided because I was spraying and cutting back, and I think the disease was stemmed from a plant I had in here. It was, never mind. Overall, the garden is doing well. It's producing. I'm not saying there aren't any challenges. Of course there are. But I'm trying to work on those as I go. Oh, and another thing. I did plant some okra. A couple of plants over there. Thought they would have been at a more advanced stage at this time, but I guess not. So that's a look at the garden in mid-August. Thank you for joining me today. Please, if you've gotten this far in the video, please like, please share, and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. Thank you for watching.